of this new regulation. Also, on this note, I would like to say that maybe you are aware of this, but the regulations require that any applicant who wants to file in a visa request for their family members to visit will have to submit the application at the Belgian or French embassies. And so the Belgian and French embassies have been mandated to process the applications on behalf of the Dutch government or the Dutch Immigration Service. Now, it's a very cumbersome and very costly procedure, and so here we are with two Nigerian,
Elites.
what shall I say,
Elites.
patriots, compatriots, who will give their take on this situation. I have here in the studio this morning Mr. Okuns Ogbahiabon, who is a member of Ozo D66 City Council member, and I also have Chief Agbodike Kiria. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Are you aware of this issue we're talking about? I would like first of all to put the question to Chief Agbodike.
Really, I'm not really aware of
You're not
what
aware.
is going on there. So I'm just having an idea of what is happening.
As
And
you
it is
see.
really disturbing.
Ah.
Not a good thing to hear.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is why I decided to come over here to say something about it. That if there is a relationship between Nigeria and Netherlands, I don't think such things will happen. Because a Nigerian embassy here, and every day the Dutch applies for visa. They are every day going to Nigeria. Why is it that the Nigerian counterparts cannot come here? And we are talking about integration, we are talking about development, we are talking about things to happen. Nigeria is a third world country and they need to develop, and they have to come to the developed countries to get what the requirements. Yeah, so they have to partner with, they have businesses, a lot of businessmen in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a lot of businessmen. So if they are going through the French and Belgium, I don't think they will always be here. Because I think let us continue this way. I will talk again.
Yeah, the whole point is to give our opinion on this situation. Now, let me give the floor to Kunz. Please tell us, are you aware of this law? This change of regulation, yes.
Thank you once more. And of course, I am aware of what has been going on for some time, because I happen to be a victim of this particular regulation.
Oh, so you can give us first-hand experience.
Exactly, because just between the period October, November, I was busy. Let me put it this way: I'm still very busy.
Yeah.
Inviting my sister down here, and
November last
basically,
year.
yeah, just yeah, and basically, what happened was that, I haven't met all the requirements as it was stated in their website, what you have to meet, etc. Financially, you just name it.
Yeah.
I decided to DHL all of this stuff down to Nigeria to my sister. A short stay. And short stay requires maybe something of 30, 60, or at most 90 days.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, she went down to Lagos, first of all to Zumba Mbadiwe Avenue, where they said, the embassy is. She got down there, the embassy was closed down. That the embassy doesn't exist. And meanwhile, still very much in their sight. That is the Dutch site that, that embassy exists.
Really?
So she called me while she came down to Benin. That is the city where I'm from in Nigeria. And then that, oh, look, the embassy there has been closed. It was then I went back, calling the Ministry of External Affairs. It was then they told me that, well, she can as well apply through the French embassy without, giving any further information, what it entails, what it requires to, apply with the French consulate in Lagos. So she went there, she applied, presented all the papers, all the requirements, or rather the papers that I sent her, financially, etc., etc. What happened? She was rejected.
And on which ground?
On the ground that, look, she never showed cause why she's applying from, why she's using a third nation to apply for a visa to another country.
Wow.
And meanwhile, it is the Dutch government responsibility. You have an embassy in Nigeria, two embassies, let's put it that way. And yet you require the citizen of a country to go and apply through another country. And meanwhile, the same excuse, the very same excuse is exactly what the French consulate is giving, that you are applying through a third country to visit another country. That was one of the reasons for the rejection. Then I asked myself, who is fooling who here? So, in a nutshell, I am personally a victim of this system, of the regulation. I am a first-hand informant as far as this issue is concerned.
Wow.
That's quite heartbreaking and frustrating. When we did this show December last year, we had a lawyer here who told us of this thing. But she said, okay, it was a trial to see what was going to happen. And now, nobody has given any representation about this, protested or, complained or whatever. Can be assumed that it will go even worse than that, It will be taken much further than that. Okay. Now, the question next I want us to look at. I can imagine how you feel, Chief, for this thing. But again, I want us to put aside personal feelings. Let's look at it objectively, and then we can talk about how to approach this thing, how to get a correction. It's not a global decision that everyone now from now who's applying for visa, short stay visa for their relative or whatever, go through the French and the Belgian embassy. But from what we know now, is specifically directed at
to Nigeria.
From Nigeria.
Yeah. Okay? Wow. But why?
Now the question is, why do you think Nigerians have been singled out for this new visa regulation?
Yes.
As it appears.
Yeah, because you're a politician.
That is a very good question. I wish I have that answer. I wish I have that answer.
But from that experience, what did you do to try and seek clarification or redress?
Okay, thank you. You see, before we went on air, I was on the Dutch embassy's their site, whereby I was able to come out with this information. And that is in October of last year, there were two Dutch parliamentary members of the Labour Party, that is the PVDA, that put this particular issue, because your question is, what do we do to redress?
No. Why have Nigerians been singled out?
Exactly, why Nigerians have been singled out. More or less, that was the two issues, or rather the issues these two parliamentary members, that is at the national level, asked the then Minister of External Affairs, Mr. Uri Rosenthal. That was before the government fell and the new government now. And 11 questions was posed. And you have them right here. I wish I have the time to start, reading them in Dutch, because it's in Dutch. 11 questions was posed to the minister then on this particular matter, and they were all answered. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to read in Dutch and translate in English. But they are here. Part of that question, why is here. And these questions were all vaguely answered. And I would rather, let me go to question number 4. The question number 4,
I would like to have a link of that.
Maybe later.
Yes.
The question number 4, dealt particularly on that issue. does this apply singly to Nigerians? And the way this guy, or rather, I'm sorry if he's listening to me, the way Mr. Rosenthal,
Yes.
I still have to address him respectfully.
Yeah.
The way Mr. Rosenthal addressed this particular issue, or rather that particular question, like I said, it was so vague. But
what did he say? We'd like to hear.
What he said on that, after that question was that it doesn't necessarily mean, we have a kind of bilateral relationship with France, both countries being under the European Union.
Yes.
And as such, if any country, he now uses any country,
Okay.
but we are talking of Nigeria now.
Yeah, okay.
And as such, any citizen of another country whereby both countries have embassy can as well apply for a visa in another country so long as they are both under the EU.
Yes.
That was his answer. But why Nigeria? That is basically what I meant, but he never answered that question straightforwardly. Rather, it was very vague. We all know, yes, both countries are under the EU. You have a bilateral relationship with France.
Yes.
But I'm not applying for a visa in France.
Yes.
And the most disturbing, if I might quickly chip this in, the most disturbing aspect of this is the fact that when this thing is rejected, when your visa application is rejected, you should have to go and apply for, or rather, an appeal. An appeal will not happen in France. And while appealing, you are now going to apply, or rather, you are now going to do the appeal in French language.
Wow.
In a French court.
Jesus.
Well, it's so complicated that
You understand what I'm saying?
Why? All of
French
this?
language and in a French court. That is the issue we are dealing with. And this same question was posed at the end of this program. Please read the 10th question that was posed to Mr. Rosenthal on this issue. And the other aspect of it is, if the new Minister of External Affairs is listening,
yes,
or if anybody listening out there,
yes,
please, we
they will
want
listen.
him to go back and look at this particular issue and this 10th question that was posed to his predecessor and tell us if he stands or if he is in agreement with his predecessor as far as this issue is concerned.
Yes.
Wow.
It is. Chief, you want to give a reaction on that? Go ahead.
Yeah, really, with what I'm hearing now from Mr. Coase, it means that anybody who applies,
yes,
and applies through French, they will tell them there's a simple reason to reject it. And the reason is that you apply through the third country. Since they rejected his sister, who is somebody who is a councillor here,
Yeah.
what of those of us who are not councillors,
Exactly,
who are not in the government?
Yeah.
That means we don't need to apply at all. Because if you do, there's nobody who is going to listen to you.
yeah.
So what I'm going to say mine is, I don't know if
good
the...
morning. Oh, one second. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Yeah, Pastor Elvis, just hold on one second. Let Chief finish his point. Yeah, Chief, go ahead.
So I hope the Nigerian embassy should be listening to us, because this is
Degrading.
is degrading to
Yes.
Nigerians, if especially as it affects only Nigerians. If it affects only Nigerians and no other country is involved in this type of policies, then the Nigerian government has to handle it. I don't think...
Do you know whether the Ambassador of Her Excellency Kemi knows about it?
Yeah, that is what I'm trying to say, that now from the radio they will listen to us, and
Yes.
I think we have to meet as Nigerians also, the Nigerian community in the Netherlands.
Yes.
We have an association headed by Oliver Nwankwo, and we have to make sure that this association liaise with the embassy and present their case officially, because this I think it shouldn't be an issue of discussing it individually. We have to make it as a case, and we take it to the Nigerian government officially, so that there should be a correspondence. Okay. I don't know if they are not victims of this.
Okay. Now, let's take the question from Pastor Elvis. Pastor Elvis, welcome.
Yeah,
Good morning. It's a pity we couldn't connect you through Skype the way we had planned. So a little technical hitch here. But at least
I've been following the discussion,
okay.
and I would like to make some contribution on this subject.
Yes, please go ahead.
Regrettably, I feel I sympathize with my brother over the sister's case.
Mm.
But I think we need to understand the policy of the Dutch.
Okay, tell us.
There was a circular that was released on 1st of February 2012,
Mm-hmm.
informing us that they were going to close down the visa section of their consular services in Nigeria. That was a decision that was made by the Dutch government, which they did not disclose to us.
Okay.
What the reason why they decided to close it down. And the alternative they provided was that if you're in Abuja, you apply to the Belgian embassy, and if you're in Lagos, actually the designated states in Nigeria, so some could go to Abuja and others could come to Lagos.
Mm-hmm.
And because it was the new experiment, I wasn't surprised that this type of challenges arises for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I also, during the same time that my brother applied for the visa, I did apply for over 40 visas for people coming to the event I was organizing here.
Yes.
And we didn't have this problem. Actually, for me, it was even a more smoother way of giving visa to people.
But how come? Because this circular came in February, and you applied much later for the event you organized. So how come that restriction did not affect you? Did you have a special connection or?
It did. I applied through French embassy.
Uh-huh.
Some applied through Belgian embassy.
Really?
Yeah.
40
What thing was that they were giving visas based on what you presented and all that. But I know there are logistics problems still attached to it. And I want us to look at it very constructively.
Yes.
That we are not sentimental about it.
Absolutely. That's very important.
All we need to do is take our case to the Dutch authorities there. You can go to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Let's dialogue with them and ask why.
That is what I've said.
Why this situation, and especially where I have problem with is when the application is rejected and we have to go and apply
Appeal.
to the French court
Yeah.
and all that. That is to the extreme. But the visa application is being handled by the French or the Belgian. It should not be a problem because this is also part of the Schengen policy that they are working together and they could refer you to any of these countries. There are also smaller European countries who don't have visa sessions that even the Dutch were handling visas for countries like Malta, Latvia, and all the rest of them. So it is not something new.
Okay. Okay. So of course, go ahead and give a reaction on that.
Yeah, on the issue of Schengen, I think I will agree with the gentleman that yes, that is correct. It is looking at it again from what the caller also said in terms of objectively and constructively. If this was constructive in the eyes of the Dutch government to say, okay, go and apply in the third country, I believe they would have equally made it known to them that look, applicants are going to submit their papers in Dutch language. Because at the end of the day, what do happen there, as far as the information that I got back, was that they never even took the time to read through the papers. Every single, conditions with which they ask, or rather that is, on their website, I met them all and even beyond. And at the end of the day, it is so disturbing that you were told, like I said previously, that we are rejecting this on the ground that you never made the requirement of applying through a third country. I never met in the first place to apply through the French consulate or consulate. I am living in the Netherlands. I work here in the Netherlands. I pay my taxes in the Netherlands.
Yes.
The papers I'm forwarding are written in Dutch. I have no business with the French embassy in the first place. looking at it from what the gentleman said, that look, constructively and we shouldn't be sentimental about it. Of course, I do agree with him. But the Dutch, I mean, if there is a party here that is not being constructive, I believe it is the Dutch government. It is the Dutch government. And let me quickly add it, please. I want to correct an impression, because my fellow panel member here did mention if a councillor can be rejected, who then? But I just want to correct that impression. I'm sitting here in the capacity of a citizen, not as a councillor. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Well said. Yes, go ahead.
Actually, in the circular that was released, the logistics problem, that needs to be worked out, because there are various workers in both.
Is it not what our ambassador is supposed to use the media like this to talk about? You say it, because I've invited them, but they never came. You say it. That's what we have. Please say that.
We should stand that the French should treat an application in the manner that it has been done.
Okay.
So how do I know this? Because I also have cases of people that their visa were rejected. Actually, I called, directly to the embassy, and I spoke to them, and I told them we've met all the requirements. What we are doing is official. Like he said, I live here, I pay tax here. I'm entitled to every right like every other citizen here. And if an application is there, you need to give me good reason why it is being rejected. They wanted hotel reservation and all that. All was sent to them. They even called the hotel itself. So at the end of the day, they reversed that decision, even without us writing letters requesting to push the case further.
But that was a high event. 40 people.
And that is what we need to discuss among ourselves.
Yes.
And bring it before them here.
Yeah.
That what is not working right now. Because like this, they said it's indefinite. They are not reversing it. They said for short visa stays, they have assigned it to these two embassies. But the form on the website is in English to fill out the form. But when you send it to the French embassy, they want it in French.
Okay.
So
No,
that
for
is
an
what
appeal.
we need to make them understand. I mean, I don't speak French, so I cannot fill the form in French. It's still going to be done in English.
Let me quickly chip this in. Look, I without due respect to this to the caller, I mean, I believe your case in this sense is exceptional. Exceptional in the sense that I have, met and spoken with many other Nigerians that are victims of, the issue we are talking about this morning.
Yeah, but have they decided to do anything about it, or they just
Talk about it.
Quietly?
Yeah, quietly. Of course, I mean, so something is being done. It's being done in the sense of I do believe this is also part of the forum that we have to use to enlighten, people that are not already aware of what is going on.
Yes.
There can be a petition online. There can be door-to-door petition.
Yes.
That we as Nigerians, there
Yes.
can be a kind of peaceful protest.
Yes.
That if we organize ourselves, we march down, to the Hague and say, look, why this? To me, let us call it what it is. This is discriminatory in a sense that for you to pick out a particular nation, for you to pick out a particular country and say these particular laws or regulations apply to you, and whereas for the rest, it's not like that. I am speaking, like I said, as a private citizen. I am, as a citizen of this country, I have the right, not in the capacity of anything. And again, if the Nigerian embassy is listening,
Yes.
I am stunned and I am surprised to see that, this issue that we,
Yes.
as citizens, are taking up now. With due
Come
respect
here.
to my brother, my pastor, that is also calling it, irrespective of the fact that with him it was positive, that is great. But again, he knew one way or the other that there are still things going on that are not all right. But the issue now is, what is the Nigerian embassy doing about it? Where about the ambassador of our country?
Yes.
Why not come down here
Yeah. Voice
to
of
this
Naija.
station, the voice of Naija,
Yes.
to come and say something?
Yes.
If he or she is listening now,
He will listen.
you are being invited. Come and address your people.
Yes.
You are a representative. You are
see.
representing us here. That's why you were sent here.
I'm telling you.
For us to have been, your citizens to be treated
I've
differently
invited them many times.
for whatever reason or the other, which to us is not clear.
Wow.
Then you should address it. If you are listening,
Exactly.
we are saying, come down and talk to
I
your
totally
your
agree
people.
with you. I think
I've
it's a
invited
point
them.
upon which we can send a message, a request for
I've
him to
invited
come.
them. I've
I
invited
think
them.
what it requires now is, like Pastor Elvis said earlier, let's not get sentimental about it. Let's just be level-headed and objective and see how to solve it. Like he said, he used a word. He said it's an experiment. Now, if experiment proves successful, then it means it can be put into wider use.
And that word is a coded word. If you allow me to expand on it, the word experiment,
yes,
is coded. It's another. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, like I said, I am speaking here, and I'm here this morning as a private citizen, and as such,
But you're also a politician.
Thank you. But as a result of how I am affected, considering the financial aspect which this particular project cost me, that is why I'm going to open up. This is a coded word. If it's an experiment, why not use other countries as an experiment?
Yeah.
Why use Nigeria as an experiment? Like you said, if this experiment works, which means it's here to stay. It is here to stay. It is a coded one, like I said, for discrimination.
I want us to go beyond this level.
Yeah, but I want to make a comment here. I want to please add something.
Okay,
right. Pastor Elvis said that they approved the visa for 40 people, okay, based on his event. So I believe that his event then is peculiar. So those who do not have events and they are inviting their people privately, they will not give them visa. So they know that there was a big event coming up, which he organized. And then because of that event, he was able to have 40 people.
Exactly.
So if we all don't have events and we want people to come, then they will be denied.
Pastor, do you think that you have, go ahead.
Don't misunderstand what I said. That is not the reality.
Okay.
Nigeria is 150 million people. It's quite a big population. And I'm not making an excuse for the dog because I'm in Nigeria. You know, what he went through, I went through the same thing. My younger brother, Victor, was denied visa through the Dutch embassy. Actually, they wrote to me, or they wrote in his rejection letter, that the information that I gave were lies. It was written in Dutch, and it was copied to me by my brother. And I called the Ministry of Foreign Affairs here. You know, when things like this happen, I don't even think we take from home, because this is where I have rights.
Yes.
This is where I live. This is where I pay tax. So I took it up with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs here, and I asked them to produce to me all the documents that I submitted on behalf of my brother, which was a lie. Was it my salary certificate that was a lie? Was it my address that was a lie? You know, so they have a standard letter with which they send out in cases like this. We just give a rejection. But what I'm suggesting that we do before we go to street protest and all that, let's constructively organize ourselves.
Yeah.
Go to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Precisely.
That's okay. Even, I must be honest with you. The Nigerian ambassador cannot do anything on this matter. We come to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Yes.
And they tell us why they have singled out Nigeria on this matter.
Precisely. I just wanted to.
The organizations that we are from representing Nigeria, what are they doing?
Yeah, but
Why don't we use the media?
Now,
the question is he or she aware of this particular situation?
We don't know.
If he or she is aware, she should say something. He should say something to his or her people as a representative.
Two people cannot be speaking, please, because we're not hearing.
Does not apply for visa. The ambassador, all of this goes through diplomatic process.
Yeah.
She may not even be aware of
No, but it's not about her speaking about the visa,
All
but
right,
keeping the word.
What is an opinion or his opinion about
let's
it?
give the
That's
floor.
what it's
Let's
about.
give the floor to Chief Carrier now.
I want to say something about this because I totally agree with Pastor Elvis. In a way, why I agree with Pastor Elvis is that the ambassador is here. she may be hearing it, but we as the citizens who are affected have not officially presented our case before her. That is why I said earlier, we have an association here which involves the whole Nigerians. We have to present this case during that discussion when the meeting is going on. Or we have to call an emergency meeting of that Nigerian group, Nigerian Netherlands Nigerian Association or NNA or something like that, which Oliver Nwankwo is the chairman. We have to bring it to the attention of the union. All of us have to sit down and discuss what next to do. But we have to present our case officially to a government, to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and then copy the Nigerian embassy. Then the Nigerian embassy will be aware of what is going on. And then she can now speak on the behalf that we presented our case before her officially. She cannot come here when there is no complaint.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the foreign affairs cannot do anything when there is no complaint.
Yeah. And
but
that's the
it's not to do demonstration first.
No.
First, you have to write them officially. If there's no reaction, then we come back and organize a demonstration.
Precisely. Now, the procedure you're going to put together, that's up to us from here.
Yeah,
right?
from here we can do that.
But I would like to. Yeah, Pastor Elvis. Thanks for the insight. I would like to release the line. Of course, you can call back if necessary.
I will advise my friend, my brother, that because he said he's talking as a private person, but he's also an official of the government here.
Yes.
He has the right to call the Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Exactly.
This matter.
Yes.
You've done that.
Which I've done. Which I have done.
And seek an audience and present his case.
Yeah.
It will be reversed. They've done it for me. I've presented my case, and once it was legitimate, they reversed it.
Wonderful.
So
So
individually.
you shouldn't give out. Try it again. And
So does that mean that every individual have to present a case? Then it's not fair.
Because it is his right that is being abused.
Yes.
He's a taxpayer here. He's listed legitimately. If all the things he has said is accurate as he has said, he has right to bring the sister here to visit him.
yes.
In as much as I will agree with the pastor that yes, of course, which of course I have done. I've called the ministry, and again, what they told me, more or less things I've already done.
Yeah.
But again,
the
looking at
masses.
it from objective point of view, I believe it is the requirement with which they set, that is the embassies themselves. If anybody is able to meet those requirements,
Exactly.
I believe you should be granted that visa.
Yes.
And not on the basis of you are rejected individually or
No,
personally.
no.
You call, oh, this is who I am and this is who I am.
Good morning, sir. Go ahead, sir. Mm-hmm. Good. Yeah. Okay.
We have a new police dialogue. We are inviting the visa people, the IIT, high level from the head.
Okay.
They can come to the police dialogue.
Yeah.
They can come and ask why Nigeria is the holy country.
Single up, for this experiment. Okay.
I'm giving them the chance to come
Mm-hmm.
to make their case across because we make a lot of similar cases across and they are getting good results.
Thank you.
So they should try to come to
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
You said the date is
Hold on 1
what?
second. Yeah, thank you for that information.
What date? Let me repeat the date.
We did again, 22nd of February.
22nd of
It's a
February.
Monday, right?
Yeah. Which is very good.
Very good. Go ahead.
I think I support what the caller have just said. And also what Chief Kirian, you were making your reference to us forwarding our petition or people making, people notifying the Nigerian Association. Is that what you said?
I said,
But
we
I believe that the Nigerian Association have to be very conversant with whatever is happening.
Yeah.
So if they are effective, and I quote, if they are, they're supposed to be the people who have to even use the media address certain issues. So everything seems too difficult. People cannot reach those in Den Haag. People cannot reach the association. People cannot reach that and reach that. And it's not only on Facebook. I mean, a media like this is reaching to 25 to 30,000 people. Why don't we use it? And this is called Voice of Naija, for God's sake. We don't need to be playing some kind politics. If it is a man that is handling this, and they will say, okay. But because Voice of Naija, they think it has connotation maybe with a woman, then they just pulled out somehow. So I think it's very important that we address issues from this, address some of the Nigerian issues with through this forum. Because if we didn't meet Okon, excuse me, please, if we did not meet Mr. Okon, the councillor, at the city council party, where start us through reception, and then the New Year reception, we met there. It's like Nigerians don't come out for anything. We brought this lawyer. She even invited herself. The immigration lawyer came to talk about this issue because she said, how can Nigerians keep quiet and this sort of thing is happening? And we brought her. We are paying the airtime for ourselves. Nobody's paying it for us. But let them make their voices known. But what did we hear? This lady came here, and no single Nigerian, other people were calling, but no single Nigerian called. So if you are telling us to go to the organization, sir, I believe if you are part of it, then you can bring them, you can forward your people, let them come here and address this issue. Because the way Mr. Combs have come as a councillor and also as an individual to talk about this issue, this is more of a political affair more than just whatever. That's why he said it's a decoded information. So bring your people, let them come and address this issue. And then if we are going to external affair or whatever, Minister of External Affairs, to talk about it more, at least let it, like this whatever we are speaking here will be on YouTube in the next 2 hours. Then everybody can hear what is going on.
Yes, in as much as I agree with you that maybe the organization is not effective now, we are all part of it.
No, I didn't say they are not effective.
They are not. If they do not do what they're supposed to do.
Permit me to just interrupt. Let me just cover that question, okay?
Okay.
We can do that discussion later on. Okay. But like, what do you think is what would be the impact of this decision on Nigerians living here?
Yes.
And do you think it can have further repercussions? That will be the last question, and then we can sign off. Our time is.
There's no doubt about the fact that this is going to have a repercussion, and the repercussion is going to be the adverse one. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a situation whereby you have maybe children here that have not been to maybe your country of birth.
Yeah.
And just want to invite maybe a family member to come and say hello or whatever. And at the end of the day, it is not possible.
Yes.
Maybe you are here, maybe for business reasons, or just maybe a month, 60 days or 90 days. I mean, the repercussion is going to be far beyond, and that the very reason why we shouldn't take these things for granted.
Yes.
Or lightly.
It's all right.
We should see how we should mobilize and see what we can do, and very quickly.
Okay, you know what? Just hold on. Let's take the news and then we'll just come and finish the next 5 minutes. Okay? Yeah. All right.